Who would survive longer in a zombie apocalypse? Kelsey or Becky?
Becky.
Oh, I'm so offended. Are you kidding me? I'm going to talk to you about that later. Hi, everyone. My name is Kelsey.
And my name is Becky.
And we are also known as the Sorry Girls. And this podcast is also known as A Little Bit Alive.
So normally we start the podcast by talking about what happened during our weeks. But first of all, it's only a Tuesday. So not much happened this week.
Yeah, usually we film on like a Friday.
Yeah. And also, before we get too far, I should announce that we have two special guests on our podcast today.
We do. This day of today, we have Nick and Allie. And if you guys are familiar with the vlogs, then you might be familiar with Nick and Allie. And if you aren't familiar with the vlogs, then let's take a second to introduce them.
What is going on, everyone?
Hello.
I love that.
So the deep voice you're hearing there is Nick, and Nick is an editor we have here at the Sorry Girls, one of two. And Allie is our newest hire, coming in as our assistant.
Woo! Yeah. We had a lot of people stress in the comments that Justin and Claire didn't have jobs anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
Because, well, when they heard Nick, they were like, what happened to Justin? We love Justin.
Oh.
And we
just because they were on the same podcast doesn't mean they both, like, left at the same time.
No, when we introduced them during the vlogs and we told people we were hiring, and they were like, oh, no, what happened?
Oh,
so,
I see, because editor. Okay, got it.
So we'd have Nick now, and we also still have Justin.
Yeah.
So he's gone nowhere. We love him. And Claire has moved on. We still love her, too, obviously. But that's why Allie is here, because she replaced Claire's position.
Yeah. We're all caught up. glad we could clarify. We could clarify that. Okay. Well, should we talk a little bit about our weeks?
Yeah.
A little bit about our weeks. A lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of my last week involves you, Allie.
Yeah.
Because we were out shooting an episode out on the run. We went to the Christmas market together, and that was fun.
Yeah. Super snowy, but like great.
The shots were really cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're cute.
That video went up today. So.
How was the grilled cheese? That's my question.
Okay.
Oh.
Mediocre.
Oh.
Yeah, it was good, but it could use some
mediocre?
We were saying
some spicing up.
Yeah, it needed like ketchup. Well, it was just like bread and cheese.
We got the basic one too. Like we could have gotten like, other stuff on it. They had like some vegetarian options and some bacon you could add and stuff, but we got the basics.
Don't cheap out when it comes to grilled cheese.
Pretty much.
I know.
Because when I've been to the Christmas market before too, I was like, oh, the grilled cheese, but then I think I ended up deciding on some other food. So good to know that you move on.
Also like we could have thought more about our options, sussed out toppings like ketchup, but we were like holding 3 cameras.
Yeah.
In like a huge jacketed outfit that like was for styling purposes that maybe was
Becky
like too
had
much
heels on,
for eating grilled cheese in. Yeah. And we had a second location to go to after that location. So we were tight on time and like starving because it was like past 1 at that time.
Yeah, we were there the whole day. Like we got there probably around 11 and then left the downtown by like 3.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
So plain grilled cheese that I could hold in one hand sounded
Was a
pretty
win.
good. Yeah.
You also met somebody there. My boyfriend's brother recognizes you from the videos because he obviously knows what I do. Mm-hmm. It was just like, hello, where's Kelsey?
Yes.
And you're like, who are you?
Well, I was like friendly and I was just like, hi, how do you know Kelsey? Like, you don't want to just give away someone's location without finding out
She's
if
at
they're
the
safe
current
or not.
address. If she's not there, here's her phone number.
Yeah, she's at home. Here's how to find her. No. Yeah. And I was like, oh, once I found out who he was, I told her that you were on vacation with your family and all that. But yeah, that was nice.
So funny.
Small world.
I know, clearly, right?
I thought he might have been a fan, but he definitely didn't look like a typical Sorry Girls
Not
fan.
the demo.
So,
Yeah, speaking of other non-typical
18 to
fans,
34.
we were in one of the shops at the holiday market, and like a bunch of like younger girls came up and like recognized me and wanted to take photos, and that was really sweet. And I don't know,
Yeah,
made
they
me
were
feel
cute.
young again because like a lot of our audience are closer to our age.
Yeah.
And it's like not rare, but it's not often that we have like younger viewers. Like these
That's
were maybe
true.
like grade 10 age,
Yeah, I think
you'd
they
say.
were like 14.
I feel like
no older than that. I don't
Yeah.
think.
Wow.
And
yeah,
that was really cool.
Usually they're our age.
Yeah.
Wait, have you guys gotten recognized yet?
I went to the YouTube Creator Day last week with Daniella, and
so that was like
super
at
fun.
the Google offices in Toronto, like a little internal day.
Yeah, basically just like to teach you more about YouTube and best practices and things. So I was in the bathroom, and there was a woman that I recognized, but I didn't know her channel or anything. And we were washing our hands, and she was like, "Oh, like what channel are you from? I really recognize you." I was like, "Well, I'm from the Sorry Girls, but like I'm not the Sorry Girls." So like, she's like, "Oh, from the vlogs." I was like, "Oh, I guess maybe you would." So yeah.
And that was like quick into you working here. Like you maybe only had to been in like two vlogs?
like 2 vlogs maybe.
Wow,
so.
we stan her.
Yeah. True fan. I wish I knew her name, but
that's impressive. Anything else about our weeks you want to add?
Wait, I want to know if Nick's ever gotten her.
Oh yeah, have you?
No.
I feel like you would have told us.
Yeah, because I would have been. I feel like it's like an announcement thing. You're like, oh my god.
Everybody shares their first like recognition. We get.
But I guess I've only been like one main channel video, so like it has to be like the vlog fam, you know.
Yeah, but the vlog fam and the podcast fam are like the real fam.
Yeah, those are the real ones.
They understand. I feel like they get us as like humans, you know.
Plus, I think our vlog audience is a lot higher percentage like Toronto, Canada based than like the overall channel. So if you're on the vlog, you have a lot of like local people watching you, which is maybe why it's more likely to be recognized as well.
Yeah,
from that channel.
That's true. Fun. What did you guys get up to this weekend?
I went Christmas tree hunting with my family, which was fun.
Cute.
Yeah, we just go cut down a Christmas tree basically in the woods.
Do you have to drive far out of the city for that?
Well, my parents live like in Milton. If you don't know where that is, because you're listening to this podcast from far away, it's like maybe like an hour outside Toronto, so it's around there kind of. So not too far, but yeah.
I always wonder how those places always have trees. Like,
it's
they cut them down
getting
every year.
pretty
Like,
sparse
how long
this
does
year,
it...
though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we go to the same place every year, and it was super busy. Like, I've never seen it that busy. We found it like way back in the day, and like I feel like it's not as good as it used to be because it's getting picked through.
I wonder if that's the place we went to get our tree in previous years. I think it was out Milton Way.
Oh, was it?
They have like a little setup with like a fire and like.
Oh, maybe
it's like a big barn.
No, they sell like little reindeer things, and there's like fire and hot chocolate, and they have like a train. It's cool.
Oh, okay, so maybe
not.
Cute.
Yeah,
they do stagger the growth of them though. Like that, you can't cut down every single tree. Like they'll be like, no, you can't touch these.
Like this is a lot to pick from. These are the ripe ones.
Yeah, even though it's like ripe of every different size, but. Yeah, it is interesting. I mean, I know we've had this conversation before. It's like, what's better, a real tree or a faux tree? We looked into it before getting like a potted tree.
I think people were commenting that in our vlog or something where they were like, you should get a potted tree.
Yeah, we've looked into it though, and there's like news articles about it, but you can't really pot one of those guys and like bring it inside. Like obviously certain sizes, yes, but actually bringing it inside is not good for it. Like if you bring it back outside, it'll die. Kind of thing. I don't know. We looked into it and I didn't find a service. So if anybody knows a service in Toronto, let us know. But yeah, I didn't have an easy time finding one.
Aren't the roots like really big too?
Yeah, the roots are huge too.
So it'd be so heavy.
So heavy. I feel like 3 times the heaviness of the tree. I feel
where do you put that? Like, I guess in a pot, but like, how big is the pot?
They say that they'll like
it's a tree.
Drop it off and stuff like that, but
cool.
I don't know. It would. That's definitely interesting because, yeah, cutting down trees seems like kind of wrong, but they are also like farmed for that reason.
Yeah, they're grown to cut down. But
yeah,
that sounds morbid.
It does. You keep people in business.
We
need like faux trees that are made from biodegradable material. But then also smell like trees, and that you get to cut down every year because that's the fun tradition part.
Yeah, I feel like the especially when you guys got the tree in the office here, it's just the smell is like my favorite part of it.
Iconic.
So like will an artificial smell be just as good?
Probably
as
not.
This one, you know?
Yeah. They do sell those little like sticks that you can hang on your tree that smell like pine.
Or just burn like a pine scented candle.
Yeah.
Not too close to your dry tree though.
True.
Just far enough away.
True.
What have you been editing recently, Nick?
Oh yeah. Did we like take you away from work today? Like
Oh, not too bad. Things have kind of settled down here for a bit, but just the last I guess this last half of the day. But last week I was just working quite a bit on the vlog that was going to come out. There's just some elements in it that needed to be...
He doesn't know if he can say. There's a brand deal in the vlog, and we needed him to, like, edit that part.
It needs a little more attention. So,
yeah.
Yeah, that one took quite a bit of time, but it is done now.
Yeah, the vlog, and it'll go out tomorrow on Wednesday, which if you're listening to this, it's already out. So go watch Nick's vlog.
That had clips of us at the market eating the grilled cheese that we're talking about.
Oh my God.
That full circle.
So full circle. Wow. I really hope that you watch that vlog before you listen to this. Otherwise, you might be slightly confused. And then today we've just been working on planning videos with Allie and stuff like that. Guys, it's a very hectic time of the year. Trying to figure out how to pre-film all these videos before Christmas. Yeah. And I feel like we were on track. I don't know what happened. I feel like a couple weeks ago I was like, oh, we're good. Like, oh, we got some videos banked. Like, we're good. And all of a sudden now I'm like, oh, we have to film like 3 videos in like 5 days, which usually a video takes like 2 or 3 days.
It's hard too because this time of the year, like, you have to make more content to make up if you're taking time off, which we are. But then so many more things are happening. Like, you're invited to events that happen during the day, like Christmas parties that take up some of your day.
Yeah.
And then it's even harder to get the stuff done.
Yeah.
I think that's where we went wrong, is we had a couple events we had to go to, and then some videos, like, didn't work out or had to get pushed. So then it's, like, a scramble to make up for that, and that's been hard.
We'll do it, though.
Welcome to our podcast where we complain about...
We're just sharing you the real.
It's the real tea, y'all.
It's the real tea.
Yeah. If there's no video, if we miss a week over Christmas, you heard here why that is a thing. But I'm really hoping that doesn't happen. I can't remember the last time we didn't upload.
I don't think we'll miss a Tuesday.
Okay.
I don't think we will.
Wait. I just rearranged things so that we won't miss a Tuesday.
I think you had us doing some Thursdays. Which,
we were trying to film a style selected, which we have like bigger videos that take more time to edit, and then we have smaller videos or like videos that take less time to edit and film and produce. And we were trying to squeeze in a style selected before the break, and that was our downfall. Is that I don't think that can happen. So that's getting pushed to after the break. So everybody look forward to a style selected episode. It's with my sister, and that's after the break. But yeah, we'll film some other stuff for during the break.
Yeah, and that's good because then that one won't feel rushed, or we won't like miss out on really cool things we wanted to do just for the sake of having it up earlier.
Yeah. That's that.
That's that. Plus, I think you guys have been enjoying the more like vloggy style videos too.
Yeah.
Which are typically easier to shoot anyways.
They're more fun too.
Yeah. Do you guys like working on those kind of videos?
Yeah, I do. I think it's fun. Like, especially getting to like hold the camera. It makes you part of like makes me part of every like moment of it. Whereas like if you guys are DIYing, it's like, oh, we're painting something, so we're taking a shot, and then, like, now we have to paint for an hour.
Yeah.
So we're not shooting for an hour, which is just how DIYing goes. So it's kind of fun to do the little, like, you're holding the camera, so you're basically part of everything.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, though, Nick.
Have you got to edit, like, both types of videos, more structured and more vloggy?
The vloggy ones are more fun, because I feel like it's, in the end, like, the kind of editing that I always wanted to do. Like, I never really envisioned myself necessarily being an editor initially, because the type of content that I always would want to edit is YouTube videos, which is what I'm doing now. And so there's like more freedom where you don't have to worry so much about like continuity and stuff like that. What happens when you edit like, I don't know, picture and stuff like that. But the vloggy ones are fun because you can just kind of do whatever just so that like things keep moving and the video's like fun to watch, you know?
Yeah.
So
I always wonder, like, when you're editing and you hear all our, like, dumb side comments that don't get in the video, like, do you laugh to yourself?
Yeah.
Or are we not funny?
No. Like, most of the funny stuff does end up in the video.
True.
But, like, occasionally there's something I can't put in the video.
Oh, that's the tea.
No, there's nothing bad like that, but...
I don't want to know.
I feel bad for whoever has to watch my vlog clips that sometimes have Austin in them because he does the most ridiculous things. And
I love those ones, though.
I know. People like them, but I have to just, like, facepalm and be like, we can't, no.
Does he do it, like, purposely to mess you up, or is he just, like, having fun with it?
He says he doesn't, but I do not believe that for a second. I'm like, oh, you just coincidentally made this weird comment when you heard me talking to myself upstairs? Like... Come on.
Yeah. Come on. Does he usually make weird comments when you're not filming?
Like, yes, but I just feel like sometimes the timing is a little too coincidental. You know.
Austin, I got your number. Is he gonna come to our Christmas party? I know you said it's a little late for a weeknight.
I think so.
Wow.
I'm trying to get him on board.
We're having an office Christmas party.
But he usually leaves for work at 6 in the morning. So he's like, "Oh, I go to bed at 9. That's when you want me to come? Okay."
Okay. Well, I mean, as far as parties go, it's a very early start.
Yeah.
So
I know. And I was like, I have to go to your work party, so you should come to my work party.
Yeah.
and our work party's gonna be way more fun. No offense. I mean, I've never been to his work party, but
They get kind of rowdy.
Okay.
But they do start at 4:30. So
true.
there's that.
True. Are you guys bringing a +1 to our work party?
I will be bringing a +1 to the work party.
Exciting.
I will be as well. So fun.
Wow. We get to meet girlfriends and boyfriends.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to meet everyone.
Are they excited to come?
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's so funny though. You're the only one in the office with a girlfriend. Everybody else is bringing
That's
a boyfriend.
true.
Whoa.
I never really thought about that.
Interesting.
I mean, titles are dumb anyways, but I just thought that was funny.
Yeah.
well, Becky's bringing a husband.
Oh, that's true. One
a
husband,
different breed
one girlfriend.
altogether.
Yeah, different, higher level on the
Leveled up.
yeah, he's leveled up.
That is
That's funny.
true. Okay. I think we've chatted about our weeks enough. This episode is mostly for people to get to know you guys,
Yeah.
which is exciting.
And us too. I mean, you guys are new. I mean, you're new. You're not that new, but still, we can always learn more about each other.
Yeah.
And everybody knows enough about Becky and I. So,
That is true.
although I won't be able to help myself from commenting on some of the things we're about to talk about.
So we'll leave you on a little bit of a cliffhanger before we get to know these guys a bit better.
Okay, and we're back, and it's time for a little round robin. What is that? What does that mean?
I think it's when you
That's
go around and talk. Each person talks.
I thought it was a sports
Yeah,
reference.
it's a tournament thing. It's like everyone plays against each other.
Oh, okay. I don't think this is a round robin.
Oh, it's the first time
Unless
I'm
it's
using
Allie's
this
version
word.
of a
Yeah.
round robin.
Okay, so we know a tiny bit about you guys, but let's get to really know you.
It sounds way more scandalous than it actually is.
Salacious. Yeah, so what our version of round robin is going to be a rapid fire mix of would you rather and 21 questions, kind of a mashup of all those things.
Wait, what's 21 questions? I thought that was that thing where it's like you ask 21 questions to find out an answer. You know what I mean?
I think 21 questions, it's like a date term, like where you just get to ask each other 21 questions, like to break the ice.
Do you know what I'm saying though? Like,
there is one that Kelsey's talking about, but I think it's just a term. Like
I
let's
had
ask
this
some
little,
questions
like-
and answer.
it was like a little magic 8 ball.
And it would know,
Yeah, and it would
anything.
like, is it a
Yeah.
mineral? You're like, click yes. But there's also digital versions of that. And guys, somebody sent me like a screenshot once of like in an app.
Was it Arkham or whatever that
Yeah,
guy
yeah,
is?
yeah.
It's
Some
crazy.
like magician, like smart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one's
And
good.
we're on it.
But yeah, like they were thinking of me and it got me.
It's so good.
I'm
yeah,
like,
I've
how
done
does
it
that
before,
even
too.
know that? Like you must have to like input it. You know what I mean?
I think
Well,
it just is connected to the internet, and then
And it's because if you're wrong, if it doesn't guess it, you have to tell it what the answer was.
Right.
So it learns.
Right.
And it's like, okay, now all of these pattern questions lead to the answer being Kelsey. So it knows that for the next time.
Is she really good at DIY? Yes.
What
Okay,
are you
well,
thinking of?
let's not play that game. And let's play this other 21 questions instead.
Okay, so basically we're going to, I guess, go back and forth between these two guys.
Yeah.
And you can't think about it for too long. You got to give us your first thought.
Yeah.
And we can't go on long explanations for why these are our answers because each one of these things could be hour-long debates.
Whoa. Not this podcast.
Not this
Okay, Becky, why
podcast.
don't you ask Allie and I'll ask Nick and we'll alternate the questions.
Start.
Okay.
Sorry, this is a weird way. Start.
Yeah,
Go
you
for it.
start? Oh,
Yeah,
I
you-
start.
you go for it.
Okay. Nick, would you rather be bald for the rest of your life or never cut your hair again?
Okay, say that. What's the first one again?
Oh my
What's the
God.
first part again?
Would you rather be bald for the rest of your life
Oh
or
my
never cut your
goodness.
hair again?
I'd have to go. Well, oh gosh.
Wow.
You said I can't think about it too much.
answer in
Yeah.
3, 2,
Okay,
1.
I'm gonna say bald. That's gonna be
Oh, I'm
controversial.
surprised.
Shocked. Wow.
You already have
I
long
love,
hair.
yeah, but I love my hair, and baldness
rock the
runs in my
man bun
family,
sometimes.
and I'm afraid of it. But the thing is,
concrete
when my
here.
hair gets really long, it just kind of bothers me. So then at least you can wear a hat always.
True. Yeah.
If you're bald.
That's true. Or hey, there's good quality wigs out there. Just saying. All right, Allie, what is the best ice cream flavor?
Cotton candy.
Nice.
Ew.
It's just because there's this one parlor at my trailer that they have really, really good cotton candy ice cream. But store bought, I agree, gross. But this one, the best.
All right.
Too sweet. Nick, would you survive longer in a zombie apocalypse? Oh, who
That's
would?
not the question.
Would you? Okay, the question is, who would survive longer in a zombie apocalypse? Kelsey or Becky?
Becky.
Oh, I'm so offended. Are you kidding me?
The tea.
I'm going to talk to you about that later.
See me after work hours.
Yeah.
All right, Allie, Instagram or Twitter?
Oh my god. Twitter.
What?
I love Twitter. I love Twitter. I love it. I don't know how to explain
Get
it.
this girl to run our Twitter. We don't like Twitter. Okay, Nick, what's the best decade?
The best decade, 2010s, I'd say.
Wow.
Whoa.
He's a realist.
Honestly, people love the 60s, the 80s, but you're the 10s.
Well, I like things in the 90s, but this is where my taste really for film and music and stuff came to be. So of course I'm gonna like this one.
Wholesome.
I did not expect that. I like it. Okay, Allie, tell me, is cereal considered soup?
No.
No. Got
Nick,
it.
should pineapple be on pizza?
Definitely yes.
Allie, waffles or pancakes?
Waffles.
Nick, are there more people in the world or more chairs in the world?
I'd say more people probably.
You don't think there's a chair for every person to sit down on if they wanted to?
Oh no, I feel like I answered that question wrong.
Anyways,
Too
late.
let's
No
continue.
take backs.
Allie, is ice a rock?
I always gave the stupid ones.
I don't
It's
know,
ice
sorry.
a rock. No.
No.
It's made out of water.
Nick, which leg is your favorite?
Right. I guess.
Same.
Allie, is it GIF or GIF?
Oh, it's GIF for sure.
Oof.
For
See me
sure.
after work hours about that one.
There's a lot of things to see us after work about. Nick, cut a sandwich into rectangles or triangles?
Rectangle.
I'm with you there.
That's
See
how
me
my mama
after.
did it.
Everybody, see us after work.
I will fight it that they taste better when they're cut into triangles.
I would cut it in a triangle. Well, no, I think someone would have to cut it into a triangle for me. I would just eat the thing whole.
That's the answer.
Yeah,
Don't cut it at
either.
all. Oh, sorry. Did you do that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Allie, would you rather know how you're going to die or when you're going to die? A little morbid, but you know.
I think how.
All right.
Yeah.
Respect.
Nick, what's the most underrated movie?
Underrated? Oh, goodness.
You know, one you came in to learn about in the 2010s, your favorite decade.
Oh, gosh. Oh, no, that's more a TV show. There's this, I'll give a TV show because this is my answer.
Go for it.
There's this show on Netflix called, oh gosh, now I can't even remember. Neo Yokio. It's like an anime made by the lead singer of Vampire Weekend.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
And it critically, I saw it just get crushed. But
Yeah.
I watched the whole series and it was actually really fun. And there's especially if you're into fashion and stuff, there's a lot of really cool references to at different fashion brands and I guess kind of posh society.
Interesting.
Gotta check it
Might
out.
have to check that out.
All right, Allie, never wear makeup again or never be able to leave the house without full glam on.
Oh. Wait, never wear makeup or never leave the house without makeup?
Without
Full makeup?
Never wear makeup or always full glam.
Like
Oh,
James Charles.
I'd
full
rather
glam.
never wear makeup ever.
All right,
Yeah.
got it.
Same. Nick, ability to breathe underwater or fly?
Fly.
Yeah, good.
Correct.
That's the correct answer.
Allie, does the toilet paper go over or under?
Over. For
Over,
sure.
Becky.
Over.
Over. I didn't even get
Why
asked the
am I being
question, but I'm
attacked? I
getting-
never put it under.
I feel like you put it under sometimes.
No way, man. Over.
Somebody in the office puts it under.
Who is it?
Hey, I already started a month
It's
ago,
Justin.
so.
Oh, it's the only person
The
not
only
here to
person not
say.
in this room right now.
To defend himself.
Nick, invent a new gadget or discover a new species?
Gadget.
Okay.
I'm shook. You don't want to see a new species and like introduce it to the world?
I'd rather you do something that people could use in some
We are losing
shape or
animals
form.
at a rapid rate.
All right, Allie, what's your go-to karaoke song?
Probably like Taylor Swift. Like
I called
love
that
stories.
in my head.
Big Taylor Swift fan.
Yeah.
All right, we're almost done here. Nick, who has a better voice, Morgan Freeman or David Attenborough?
David, probably, yeah.
Interesting. Morgan Stan is me. All right, Allie, is Batman a real superhero even though he doesn't have any superpowers?
Yes, Batman's my favorite superhero.
All right, decided.
I just started watching the Batmans.
Like
Which
the
ones?
Dark Knight trilogy.
Yes. Becky's like, which one?
All of the Batman.
Yeah, I think the trilogy. It's like David's favorite movie, so he's like, you must watch.
They're great.
They are.
Yeah,
Heath
I like
Ledger.
the first one. I've only watched the first one so far.
Really? That's it? Oh, you've only watched it so far. I was like, that's your favorite one?
No. I've
Okay.
only watched the first
So
one.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys for participating in our rapid fire get to know you.
Those are some good cues.
Hopefully the listeners got to learn a little bit more about you through those questions.
I sure learned a lot.
We now have some bones to pick.
Yeah, some literal bones to pick.
No, but that was fun.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, so maybe on a little more like practical get to know you level, should
Yeah.
we take it back to how we all met each other?
Yeah. I want to know who's a real fan.
Did either of you guys watch the channel before applying to work for us? No wrong answers here. All facts.
I did 100%. Like for a long time. True, yeah. True.
Wow.
I would say I was like a true fan, but like I
Wow.
probably watched the vlog more than I watched the main channel, just because I didn't actually do the DIYs as often. So if it was like a fashion video or a design video, I would watch it. But like the actual DIYing, like I probably wasn't gonna do, so I would maybe not see those. But yeah, definitely like the vlog channel and like the design ones, like 100%. And I followed all of you on Instagram, which is
Wow.
Wow,
why
we
I
hired
saw,
a fangirl.
which is why I saw the posting. So yeah.
Clever.
Clever.
Smart. What about you, Nick?
I'm sure it probably doesn't come to a surprise, but I'm not part of the target demo, so
You're not an 18 to 34 female? What?
so yeah, I wasn't that familiar, but when I heard about you guys from how I got connected to the job and everything, like my girlfriend knew about you, and then I got familiar that way, but
Good.
before.
Bring her to the Christmas party. I like her.
Like her. I mean, aside from us, were you guys YouTube fans as a whole, though? Maybe, Nick, did you watch other YouTubers?
Oh yeah, I'm a big YouTube fan. I watch a lot of YouTube actually. So
That's good. I feel like that's key to working with us.
Yeah, I think we said we've had this conversation ourselves when hiring, is like you can kind of teach people like certain things, like certain edit skills probably, and certain like organizational skills, but teaching somebody to like appreciate and enjoy YouTube culture is not something you can do.
It's
teach.
hard, yeah.
So yeah, we were kind of just like, we need people that like YouTube and watch YouTube to help us make YouTube.
And even especially for your job, which is an editing position, like there can be so many good editors out there who can edit like short films or movies or music videos, whatever. But to edit a video for YouTube, that's like its own breed because there's that whole like comedy aspect of it, like jump cuts. Not only are they okay, they're encouraged.
Yeah.
Which is like the number one thing not to do in film school.
yeah.
So I think to watch YouTube is like important to know how to edit for YouTube.
Yeah. Okay, what do you guys think now that you've like had some time to work with us?
I
Allie,
like it.
is it what you expected?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely. Like I was telling Becky last week, like getting back into like the swing of actually filming things was like probably the most thing that I was not expecting, because like my last job I didn't do any kind of like filming or anything, so I kind of had to like think back further to school.
Yeah.
And even in school, like the last 2 years was more like, I guess, academic or like focused on producing and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely like getting back into like the actual swing of like the hard skills was like interesting. But yeah, no, definitely like it's been great, I think.
How sappy do you want me to get?
Oh my god, if you're gonna be sappy, I'll take it.
No, like I've really enjoyed my time here so far. It's been like such a challenge. Like even like initially like starting like with my first video and everything, when I like just started and everything, I was like, this means so much. I gotta like work so hard so that they like the video and everything. And yeah, like it's really fulfilling work and everything. So
I love that.
I've had such an awesome time so far.
Everything that you've done has been amazing.
It shows.
Perfect.
It looks so like all your edits look great.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so nice to hear. Yeah, I think you fit in really well. I even remember when we were hiring. I mean, I don't know if this is bad. We can take it out if it's bad. But we had a lot of. I think you were the only male editor. The only male editor in the top.
Yeah, we had a couple like initially, but
yeah,
of our faves, I think.
Yeah, I mean, and obviously Justin's a male, and we like love him to death. But I don't know. I was just kind of like, yeah, if we're looking for somebody who like likes our content and will edit like our content, I'm like, oh, should we be hiring like somebody in our demo? But I'm glad we didn't go with that decision because
like I don't like again. I don't know if we should cut this out, but like I was thinking that too, because like when I looked at the descriptions and everything, like seeing like now I know some of the like freelance editors that you work with, and even just knowing that how Ashley, she used to work for you. I was like, are they gonna take a chance on some? I don't know, some male dude who doesn't know anything about DIYs and stuff like that. Like, I was like, I don't know, should I even try?
No. Oh, I'm so glad that you did.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess when we did do the hiring, we just had some editors do like cut together something small. So, I mean, ultimately, we just looked at which one was our favorite.
Yeah, your work will speak for itself, right?
Yeah, I don't even think we like really looked into like who the people were behind the edits we were watching. We were just like purely watching the edits and like, did it fit with what we're already doing?
Yeah.
And that's what mattered the most, honestly.
Yeah. Well, that's great. I'm excited. Cool.
So is there anything that surprised you guys to like learn or find out after like, especially you, Allie, knowing about the channel, now coming here and like seeing it?
What's the
IRL?
tea?
I don't know. I think that coming into the office was like super weird. Like when I came into interview, I was like, whoa, I feel like I'm like in a Twilight Zone or something. And like, yeah, because I just like, you watch it so much and you walk in and you're like, whoa, this is strange. But
and it looks smaller than it is in
I think well, now that I've been in here like every day, I feel like it's obviously normal now. But yeah, I think when I first walked in, it seemed smaller. Also, I was wearing like taller boots at the time, so like I felt like you guys were shorter, and I was like, whoa, they're shorter than I expected. But really, you're my height. But
I feel like we're pretty average.
Yeah, no, like you're my height. But because I was wearing taller boots and like on stairs and like up here, I was like, whoa, what the heck's going on?
Yeah.
But no, it was pretty interesting though.
We've had this conversation before in the office. I feel like because things are on the internet and you're only seeing like little portions, you just think what they're gonna be. Like you decide basically. Like you decide how tall somebody is. You decide how big a room is. Unless somebody's maybe like, this is a really small room, then you might start to like redesign it in your head. Yeah. But like when we meet a lot of YouTubers are very short, like super short.
Just like tiny all around too.
Yeah, for sure. But like in your head, like I would probably just picture them at the same height as me because that's what I'm used to. Although if you're a little bit shorter, you'll picture them at your height. So I think it all just kind of depends. But it's funny how your brain like designs things that way.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, and like obviously in like when you're at thrift stores or things, like you see how tall you are compared to other people, like obviously. So it's not like you like don't. It's not like I just see you blankly on a like canvas or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
But even then, like your brain doesn't like rationalize like, oh, someone has a height. Like, they're a 3D figure. Like So yeah, that was weird.
That's true.
Yeah, I guess. What about you, Nick? Anything you were surprised to learn or find out after being here, or it's something you didn't expect?
Yeah, like I guess I thought it was kind of surprising just to see like how it's still kind of just like a real job in a lot of ways, you know? Like there's times where we're just like sitting like in the office all just doing work. Like there's not like some crazy person with like 10 million subs coming through or we're like going to like like see all these fans or like getting recognized. Like there's like that stuff doesn't happen like all the time or anything. So like,
do you want that to happen all the time?
Well, it would be a lot. I don't want to leave in the, like, I don't want this loft to turn into, like, the Team 10 house or something.
If that's what you were expecting, that's not what it is. I mean, that just speaks to, like, well, A, our content and demo, and B, like, we are in Toronto, which, as, like, YouTube cities go, it's, like, not one of the bigger ones. So, like, you know, and I don't know, we're just not that content to be, like, crazy hyper all the time. Oh, my God, we're riding a motorcycle through the loft.
Sometimes we're just stressed about what video is going up next week. But stressed in, like, a normal way, not like a, oh, my God, the world is ending.
I wondered, did you expect us to be like any more organized, Allie? Like, I feel like a lot of the times we're very on the fly, like, what are we filming today? But I feel like when you just see polished videos posted like the same day every week, it probably seems like maybe we're more together than some days we are.
I don't think you're like disorganized or anything, but like maybe I thought like you had your content calendar planned out for like months and months and months in advance, as opposed to like we don't. Like like spoiler alert, like maybe like 2 months, but like
until like next year. I feel like next year it planned itself a little bit.
Maybe, yeah.
Like getting funding for series, and then we know we want to go on a certain trip to a certain place, which will take up time. I feel like I have things in my head and they just need to be like slotted in, but all of a sudden the years are just gonna go by.
But that's also the nature of YouTube too. Like everything does change so quickly. Like we have had times maybe like this where we're like, this month is sorted, and then we go to like film this month and something happens, and all of a sudden the schedule is like gone crazy, and we have to be like an adaptive team to work around that, which you guys have been great for us, especially you, Nick, too. Like the editing team has been
the most adaptive.
I feel like we talk to you guys almost the least because you're in your little editing zone and not at sort of the main work table. So I feel like sometimes we leave you hanging as to what's actually happening. We switch videos around and like title them differently, and we're like, it updates on the calendar, and I hope you guys are catching up with us.
Yeah.
Justin looks at the calendar all the time, but I just kind of go by word of mouth.
Do you default to Justin for anything?
Like, usually I know what's going on. Like, I feel like I'm kind of the kind of person who's pretty organized, like, in their head. Like, oh, this needs to be done this time and stuff. So, and then, like, we have our team meetings and everything. So I figure out all the details then.
Yeah, we do that.
Monday team meetings. That was it. Daniella was like, can we do team meetings? And we're like, that's very smart. So now we do team meetings. And now we all stay on the same page, especially as the team has grown. We can rein in all the departments.
But do you find the editing schedule more manageable now? I know we're like all very on the fly, and we like expect videos turned around in like a couple of days, which I know is a little crazy. Is that what you were thinking coming in, or?
Yeah, like it took a while to get
used to YouTube space.
Like used to, I guess what needs to, like, knowing everything that needs to go into like make a video like up to the quality of what we do to put on the channel and stuff. So it took quite a while, and then I don't know, like I'm really into like workflow and organization, so like at every moment that I've known that I can do something better and more effectively, then I take the steps to do that. So
wow,
perfect.
Appreciated.
Love that.
Can I tell you one of the ways too we knew we had found a good editor is because the comment section of our videos didn't notice we had a new editor.
Yeah.
Which a lot of times when we have freelance people in, like they're not in office, they don't like know the style as well, and sometimes people can just tell like, oh, Justin didn't edit this, or like earlier on when we were transitioning from Ashley, like people knew like this wasn't an Ashley video. And then when you start working for us, like we didn't really see any comments being like who edited this, like what's up with this edit, like we know it's not a Justin video, it's not an Ashley video. And that's how we knew we found a good one. Because I feel like our team has developed a style over the years of like what feels like our own. And you were able to like pick up on that really quick, which is awesome. Good job.
I know, that was good.
Love it.
A+.
I was surprised by that too as well.
Gold star. So Allie, you mentioned what you sort of did in previous jobs. Maybe guys just give a sentence or two about where you were before and how that made sense, or what school you went to transition into this type of job.
What brought you to this point?
Yes.
Sure, yeah. I was a student at Ryerson University in Toronto. So I was in media production. We don't really have like streams or anything. Like it's kind of, you just like focus on what you want to focus on basically. So I was doing a lot of like production stuff. And then I worked on a couple productions. I worked on Dragon's Den, like on CBC, if you guys know that show.
That's like Shark Tank.
It's like Shark Tank, but the Canadian version. And it started before Shark Tank. So
interesting.
It's not the original, though. I think the original is from Europe or something. But anyways.
I wonder what that one's called. Like,
it's still called Dragon's Den.
Wow. I was trying to think of another funny like animal.
Lizard's Lair.
That's good.
Thanks.
So yeah, I worked on a couple productions, multi-camera productions, and then out of school, which was in June, I started working at a talent agency on like the writers side as an assistant to one of the agents there, and then I transitioned to here in November last month. Yeah.
Whew, it's been fast.
Yeah. So quick. It's been a quick 10 months, I would say, for me.
Yeah.
Going from school to job to job to job, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was great because you had the film experience plus like a little bit of like the assistant type work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense why you're here. It all came together.
Exactly. And I do, like, I'm a fan of design and things like that, so I think
Yeah, you did a really good job
fit
in the interview stage. We had everybody do a little mock design. Yeah, we really liked your design
Thank
Of a
you.
room.
of a room. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's lots of different designs, I guess. And then what about you, Nick? You were also fresh out of school.
Yeah, in some sense.
Oh.
So yeah, like I've two, I guess, pieces of paper now.
Expensive pieces of paper.
Yeah. So I was in radio. I got a degree in radio, and during that time too, I also worked at a radio station as like an audio engineer and producer. So that was like a lot of like on-air broadcasts, but also producing like a lot of radio documentaries and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wanted to get into doing stuff with video. Yeah, partly out of like appreciation for YouTube and stuff, but also to like learn more about more audio post-production techniques. So then I went to get a graduate degree in post-production, and so that's just a year, and then pretty much the day after I finished classes, like I got the job here. So like I was like super lucky in that sense.
Yay. We love hiring fresh students.
And that's one of the most stressful times too, is like right after graduating, it's like, what am I going to do now? But
Yeah.
not for you.
Yeah, like I said, like I was really lucky. Like a lot of my friends and stuff like struggled for
I also
some
think
time.
it depends on like who you are as a person too. Like,
Yeah.
and I know like a lot of like some of my friends are super hardworking and they still don't have jobs, and some friends
Yeah,
like
no,
did nothing in school and still don't have jobs or do have jobs. So I feel like it's individual to different people.
Yeah. Crazy world out there.
Yeah. And just
Yeah.
like the types of jobs that pop up, like, I don't know how often there's like editing jobs that also require like YouTube knowledge and like,
Yeah.
you know, all
Yeah,
this fun
you're
stuff that
right.
comes along with it, right?
Right time, right place.
There you go.
Right person. All right, so before we go, we have one email to respond to. You guys can email us at podcast@thesorrygirls.com with any thoughts or comments on previous podcast episodes.
Topics for season 3.
Yes, tell
Wow,
us
exciting.
what you want us to chat about. Okay, so this one goes, hi from Galiza, which is right above Portugal in the Iberian Peninsula.
Galiza is a place, not a name. Apparently.
Inside joke that got cut out. First of all, thanks for both the main channel and the Sorry Life vlogs. They are a constant source of inspiration and they help keep me in a good mood, which is not always easy as I'm usually stressed out. Same.
Relatable.
Anyway, I'm a linguistics student who just heard / saw your last podcast, and for once I thought, hey, maybe I can contribute something. So here I am answering some of your doubts.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is exactly what I asked for. I was like, please, if you're an expert on this, help.
We need our doubts answered.
Yes. All right. Point number 1. I like that this is broken down for me. This is great. Point number 1. Becky is right. ASL is not English. Okay.
Oh.
Sign
was
languages are full-fledged natural languages of their own, and they don't always correspond to the political territories where national oral languages are spoken.
Wow.
Interpreters, which is live translators, I think we might have called them translators, but they're interpreters,
Oh, got it.
have to be able to communicate in at least 2 languages to do their job. So in this case, they would have to speak one oral language and sign in one manual gestural language.
Oh.
Ooh, that's oral and then manual
gestural.
gestural language. Interesting.
We're learning so many things.
I know. In that VidCon show, there were 2 interpreters needed plus... Nope. In that VidCon show, there were 2 interpreters needed because one of them spoke English plus ASL, and the other spoke Spanish plus ASL.
Okay.
Oh.
Got it. Point number 2. Consequently, nope, an ASL user won't be able to communicate with a French Sign Language user because they are 2 different languages. Wow. So you were right in the fact that it's not all the same, but it's also not English. It's its own language.
Wow.
Point number 3. Finally, a word formed in imitation of the sound of the thing it signifies, for example, yeet, is an onomatopoeia. That was the word I was looking for.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
Very helpful. Who is this?
All right, so this is from Iria. She said, I hope that was somewhat helpful, which it was.
Yeah.
Thanks. Hugs from Iria. So thank
Wow.
you.
Okay.
That was a perfectly crafted email that answered all of my questions and made it easy to understand.
Thank you so much.
Clearly, she's done some research.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's an expert, clearly.
Yeah, clearly an expert. All right. I think that rounds up this week and this year's podcast.
Oh,
Whoa.
we're into that time of year where we're saying, see you next year.
Oh my God, I hate that. I hate that. But we'll see you next year.
And thanks so much, Allie and Nick, for being guests on our podcast.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was so much fun.
Awesome. All right, I guess we'll
Talk to you next year. Bye-bye now.